David, all these years of being in entertainment, whether it's a magician, a comic, writer, why now with your latest project, which is I'll Be Next Door for Christmas? How long did it take you to think of it, to actually get it on paper, to then want to cast for it? What was the...
Well, I want to make an independent film that I could direct, and I was raising money for another movie that's much more expensive, like a $4 or $5 million movie, and I was just going through all the processes of talking to rich people, going to independent film companies, doing all the things you have to do to raise that kind of money, and it was really difficult. So I thought, you know, I'm going to try to be smart about this. I'm going to write a low-budget movie so that I can raise the money more easily and make this movie, and then after that we'll do the bigger one. So I specifically came up with this Christmas movie for business reasons and artistic reasons. The artistic reasons are, I love Christmas movies. I mean, they're really fun. They're all about Christmas being in jeopardy and the family driving each other crazy, but they come through stronger in the end. They're just really fun to watch, and the good ones get a little, they get sentimental at the end, but they get there in a way that they earn it, you know? And so I enjoy that. And the second reason were business reasons. Christmas movies sell, okay? There's a million of them on cable. They always sell. There's a big demand for them, and the studios don't make them. They make very few of them. They only make one every couple of years or so. And so they're in the business of making, the major studios make sequels, prequels to the sequels, comic books, movies, and things like that. That's their business. They'll make a $150 million movie, spend $200 million marketing it, and make $800 million on it. And it's a great business model. But the independent producers are filling in the vacuum of the small, character-driven movies, the comedies. And family Christmas comedies just aren't made that often, especially witty ones. And so I thought, for business purposes, this is going to sell. And it's because it's a Christmas movie, it's going to sell year after year after year. A Christmas Story was made in 1983, and it still makes a ton of money every season because people buy it and give it as a DVD, people stream it, you get it on cable, it holds up. Christmas movies, if you'll forgive the pun, Christmas movies are evergreen. They're forever. People still watch It's a Wonderful Life from 70 years ago and still has an income stream for the studio. So that's one of the reasons I decided to make a Christmas movie, is it will provide income for the producers and the investors for decades to come. That's the idea. So that was one of the business reasons. And also I wanted to do it low budget. And so I wrote the movie specifically that way. If you want to write a low budget movie, write for what you've got or what you can get cheaply. Don't write big explosions. You know, there's no digital effects in our movie, nothing like that, no expensive post-production. It's a character-driven comedy. Okay? And the plot of the movie is a 16-year-old girl, her parents have ruined her life with Christmas. They're Christmas crazy, drives her nuts. She's got a boyfriend, the first love of her life. He's coming to visit her at Christmas. She doesn't want to subject him to her crazy family. So she does what any teenager would do. She hires 2 actors to play her parents and has a fake Christmas dinner for her boyfriend at the empty house next door. Who among us has not done that? Anyway, what could go wrong, right? So most of the movie takes place at 2 houses right next door to each other. So we can set up the crew, we can set up the location, and we don't have to move for 4 weeks. Now, I'm sure a lot of your audience knows that when you're making a film, the less you have to travel, you know, the more money you can save, the more time you save. So I set it up that way to be contained. You know, there's a couple of scenes outside there, but most of it takes place right there at those houses right next door to each other. Also, when you write it, have 2 characters in most of the scenes. If you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters, every character in that scene, that's another character you got to cover. You got to get footage of that character. Every time you do that, it takes more time. So have a lot of scenes with just 2 characters. If you have kids and pets in the movie, and ours is a Christmas movie, so there are, you know, there's some kids and a cat named Parsley, and they're only in, the cat's only in 2 scenes and doesn't do any tricks. People just are carrying it, that's it, okay? And the kids, the little kids are only in about 6 or 7 scenes. So that's another way, save money. If you have stuff that's gonna take time to do, don't write a lot of scenes for it. Okay, so there are a lot of tricks and things you can do to write a low-budget movie so that you can shoot it well. Because if you're writing above your budget level, then you're going to be making so many compromises, left and right, that the movie is just going to suffer. I mean, you know, there's only so many hours in the day to shoot, you know. Actors can only work so long each day. And the other thing is, if you write a good character-driven comedy or any kind of character-driven piece, you attract better actors because you're giving them something good that they can sink their teeth into that they want to do. So those are all the elements, artistic elements that I wrote specifically into the movie that were driven by business decisions.
And you have Jennifer Tilly attached?
We have Jennifer Tilly, yes.
That's
I'm very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
She's Oscar nominated for Broadway, for Bullets Over Broadway with Woody Allen, and she tells great Woody Allen stories, very funny stories. We're working with him. And yeah, she's got a Chucky movie coming out right now,
Nice.
those fun Chucky movies. She's also a poker champion. She's won several poker championships. Yes, I played poker with her.
Wow.
She's really good. Basically, it's a poker lesson playing with her. But yeah, Jennifer Tilly's attached to play the woman who owns the house next door that the kids stage the fake Christmas dinner in. So she's great to work with. She's such good comedic timing. Always makes the joke work. Always makes the script better than it actually is. And we love actors that do that. Make us look like geniuses. Thank you, Jennifer. So,
How did you get the script to her?
I was working on a TV show, and I came up with her, and she was in the cast, and I came up to her at a wrap party and said hi and said, can I give you a script for a movie that I'm doing? And I don't mean to be obnoxious, and I'm sure you get this all the time. I was saying it like half apologetically, and she stopped me and she goes, sure, and sure, give it to me. She was very sweet, and thankfully she liked the script. And I just walked up to her.
Nice.
And wasn't creepy.
Take some chutzpah, yeah. To just
was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember too, actors need material. They need projects. They need to do things too. So if you approach them in a respectful, business-like way, then, you know, if you act like you have something they might want, then maybe they'll take a look at it. I've had good success with that, actually, just coming up and saying hi.